Hello YouTube, and welcome back to Brewing with Magic. Have you ever been playing a game of Magic and you just wanted to kick something? Well, that's what we're doing today. So what do I got for you today? It's Dmir Kicker. So we're going to be kicking stuff, just nothing physically. Don't go breaking anything. So what exactly do we have going on with this deck? Well, first and foremost, the deck is built around Roost of Drakes. It's 1 blue, an enchantment, kicker, so 2 blue and 2 colors total if you want to kick it, but we don't do that all the time. It just, if it's late game, we definitely are. Early game, drop it as 1. It's Roost of Drakes enters the battlefield. If it was kicked, create a 2/2 blue Drake creature token with flying. Whenever you cast a kicked spell, create a 2/2 blue Drake creature token with flying. Now, this is the card the deck is built around, but as you will see in the gameplay, we actually didn't even have it on the board once, and we still won. It's a little bit of a, a longer game, but we got there. So you don't need it to win, but it definitely helps close out games much faster and just overruns your opponent with all kinds of little 2/2 flyers. Then we're going to have our non-kicked creature spells in the deck. 4 eye twitches, because we want to be able to get into the sideboard. It's just too much value to have all these extra cards at your disposal. So we have 2 environmental sciences, because it's very important to hit land drops in this deck, because kicking spells is expensive. We have 1 teaching of the Arcanist, just in case we haven't drawn enough cards with all this other draw we're going to get into in a minute. 1 necrotic fumes, because sometimes, usually it's a planeswalker, but sometimes there's a creature you just got to get out of the way that this deck can't handle, such as like a Toski or something like that. All we can really do is bounce it. We have 1 pest summoning, in case we need a little, life gain with some chump blockers. We got that. 1 mascot exhibition, because like I always say, it's mascot exhibition. If you're going to have lessons, you have one. And 1 confront the past. This is to destroy planeswalkers. It's a way for us in our sideboard to kill a planeswalker, not to get one back from the graveyard. So that's our sideboard. Thank you very much, iTwitch. And then we have 4 Coral Helm Chroniclers. This is to help enable our kicked cards. So it's 1 blue, 2 colorless, Merfolk Wizard. It's a 2/2. Whenever you cast a kicked spell, draw a card, then discard a card. So that's not a bad little feature. Help cycle your deck if you're looking for land or if you're flooded in your hand. And then whenever Coral Helm Chronicler enters the battlefield, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a card with kicker ability from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest in the bottom of your library in a random order. So that's going to help us find either a Roost of the Drakes or any of these cards that we're about to get into in our kicker section. Then we have our draw section. So we have 4 Village Rites and 4 Deadly Disputes, because not only are we going to be hopefully creating a whole bunch of tokens, but it always is nice to be able to kill your own eye twitch, as well as we have Skyclave Shades in the deck, so we can just, kill it, play a land, bring it back. Don't do what I do all the time and throw your land down way too fast if you have a Skyclave Shade on the board and you're going to attack into another person's team. Yeah, you're going to see. I do it all the time. It's a bad habit of mine, getting that land out there. Get used to landfall triggers being a thing you want to do later in this deck because of Skyclave Shade. So now let's get into the rest of our kicker package besides the Roost. We have 4 Bloodchief Thirsts. We absolutely love this removal spell in this deck, because in most times once the Roost is out, not only are we killing a creature, but we are going to go ahead and get a 2/2. Plus, we have some other tricks up our sleeve we're going to get into in just a second. We have 4 copies of Into the Royal. Once again, get a creature off the board. If they have a token, definitely use this on tokens. And there's a lot of them out there, especially other mascot exhibitions. So it's just a straight up removal against them. And then you get to draw a card as long as it's kicked. We have 4 copies of Seagate Stormcaller. So this is kind of an absolute all-star in this deck. So as long as you have, 6 mana in play, you can do a lot of shenanigans. So if you have a Roost of Drakes in play, you throw Seagate Stormcaller out for 2. You're almost never kicking it. It's just too expensive to kick this into another kicker spell. But, if the game allows for it, do what you got to do. But you throw this for 2, and then for 4 mana, Bloodchief Thirst, or 4 mana Into the Royal, you get to either bounce 2 things, kill 2 things, create a 2/2 flyer, maybe draw 2 cards. There's a lot of times where I'll throw this on turn 3 if I need to find some land or something. We'll throw this on turn 3, and then we'll kill our own Eye Twitch and Village Rites, or turn 4, same thing, Eye Twitch into a Deadly Dispute, and then you're drawing all kinds of cards. So you get to do all kinds of shenanigans with Seagate Stormcaller. I really love it in this deck, and I've been dying to put this into a deck, I'm not going to lie. We have 3 copies of Skyclave Shade, which is another great card in this deck because of the fact that you can just do what I said, where you just kill stuff. You kill your own Skyclave Shade with Village Rites or Deadly Dispute, play a land, and just replay it again. And then later in the game when it dies and you play it, you can kick it. So that's really cool. Early game, it's a 3-1, and then you get to kick it later. And then 3 copies of Jace, Mirror Mage. When you are able to get this on the board, if the games aren't super fast, there's a lot of mono red coming around again, you probably noticed. A lot of mono white still. But if you can get this on the board kicked, which does happen quite often with this deck, it's really actually pretty fun. It's absolutely bonkers. You're usually going to already have this out. You get a 2-2, then you get to scry with the token one, so you're building up the token one. Find a card that you want to draw it. Or if you didn't find one, scry again. You get to do a lot with this Jace, and it works out in this deck. Once again, a card I've been dying to have in a deck that worked really well, and in this deck it does. And then we have our land base. We have 2 Hall of the Storm Giants, because if you get a lot of land, it'll close out a game quick, especially if they only have like 1 card left in their hand, not enough mana. They might have a removal spell. That Ward 3 is huge. We have 4 islands, 2 Hive of the Eye Tyrant. I mean, as you'll see in the gameplay, this closes out games because if they try to put a chump blocker out there, it doesn't matter. We got Menace, we're getting in, and it's really good against all those Blood on the Snow decks. If they throw anything in the graveyard, or you kill a creature, or Lolth, or Liliana, or anything like that, you can exile it, get it out of there. Then we have 6 swamps, 6 pathways, and 4 ice tunnels. So the deck is a really, really fun to play. It is an absolute blast. You don't need the roost, like I said earlier. I'm super stoked. I found this on Twitter. When I saw it, I was like, I gotta build this immediately. This deck looks insane, and it has been. So I really hope you enjoy it. Without further ado, let's go ahead now and get into the gameplay. Rio Tokyo. Okay, we go first. 2 lands, Seagate, Blood Chief, Eye Twitch, Village Rites, Skyclave. Looks good to me. I'll keep it. We'll start with an Eye Twitch, and then we have the Eye Twitch Village Rites combo. If we hit 1 more land anytime soon, we'll wait till turn 3 if possible, so we can kick it with this, or not kick it, but double it with the Seagate Stormcaller. Let's throw this out on blue. I mean, I think it's might be best just to kill that right now. Let's let it get bigger. We'll block with the Eye Twitch. See what we want to do. And then I can Village Rites. No attacks, end the turn. That's what we're going to do. If they have a portable hole, then we'll just still sack it and they're going to get in. But at least their portable hole didn't really do anything. Kinda. Okay, another monk. They really can't do anything against it, huh? Okay, well, I want to kill my Eye Twitch. And I want an environmental science. I want to land off the top. Please land! Oh, I could have gone Seagate, Stormcaller, into Blood Chief Thirst and just wiped out the board. So we need a blue mana, maybe? So I'm going to save that play still. If I don't get black, I can't. This is awkward. Awkward, I say. So we're casting Environmental Science. You got to get a blue one. Let's grab the blue. Throw the island. Play the roost. Unkicked. Pass the turn. We're going to take some damage this turn. We really are. Mostly, but, I mean, a decent amount. If they double spell, we're taking 4. Not too... I mean, it's not tons, but... Maul of the Skyclave. Okay, that's bad, but good. Bad, but good. Bad, but good. Ouch. Ouch. Okay. So. You hate to see it, but we gotta go Stormcaller. Into Blood Chief Thirst. Targeting you. And you. One more land, we can start kicking stuff. We have the 3-drop to find something. I'll probably have to Village Rites this turn. Coming up. Core Blade Master is going to be a problem. We're doing decent, but we're missing land drops. Is that going to be Starheim Unleashed? I just don't know. So, I mean, we got a land drop, but it doesn't really help us out tons right now. I don't want to get hit for tons, so I have to be able to block. We have 4 land now, so maybe we don't need a Village Rites this turn. Let's find ourselves a kick spell. Into the Royal is good, but I don't want to bounce their stuff. I want to straight up kill it, so we'll grab the Bloodchief Thirst. Double strike, so no point in attacking. They're going to probably load it up with the Maul the Skyclave and just put a hurting on us. That's going to be 6 damage in the air. Unless they Starheim Unleash, or what is that? What are you? What are you? Another Maul. Okay. So here's 6 damage to the dome. At least. Still don't know what's underneath right here. They keep looking at it. It's flying now, so not a whole lot I can do about that. But we will have a flyer to block next time, because we'll Bloodchief Thirst it, get it out of here. And we'll start gumming up the board. Might as well. We can't spend any other mana anyway, so we'll just go ahead and stick with the plan. Bloodchief Thirst, boom, get that out there. I really don't think that they can do anything with haste, so I think unless Fireblade Charger, but we have the blocker. Let's get rid of the Skyclave Shade because it comes back anyways. Destroy that, and we're swinging in with everything. There we go. Okay. We might have stabilized, but they've got 2 Mauls. And I don't know what this is, if this creates a bunch of angels. Okay, we get by one. We're going to throw the Eye Twitch. We're going to Village Rites the Eye Twitch. We have a lot of mana now. So we are going to grab a Mascot Exhibition. Unless they throw a bunch of angels in the air, but we're going to have a bunch of blockers. Let's just go with the Necrotic Fumes for just in case reasons. Not get too greedy. We have ways to produce all kinds of stuff. Next turn I see... No, let's do that this turn. So, we'll throw this out on blue. Throw out the Seagate Stormcaller. Unkicked. Okay. Deadly Dispute. Targeting the one we just threw. Draw some cards. Too much value. Good game. Yes. Non-zero chance. Okay. 0 chance or non-zero? Wait a minute. Good name. We go first. 3 lands, 2 coming to play untap because they're Ice Tunnels. Bloodchief times 2 Village Rites and a Skyclave Shade. So we're going to keep it. We'll lead off on the Ice Tunnel. Double tapped lands hurts when you're going second. Not as bad when you're first. We could throw the Skyclave Shade for pressure next turn. Okay, they reveal that. Shambling Ghast. So we're playing a Shambling Swarm deck. Or a Skeleton Swarming deck. There's the Shambling Ghast. Then I didn't see it coming. What? Let's put this out on... We have a lot of black showing. We'll put it on black. Throw the Skyclave Shade. Unkicked. And now what they're going to do is they'll probably just kill that. And minus ours. Let's see. We'll see. Might just Deadly Dispute it. It keeps coming back. We want them to mess with it. If they don't, then we get to draw with the Village Rites. And then we could just bring it right back, technically. Depending on if we get an untapped land. We do not get an untapped land. So let's go ahead and swing on in. Just kidding. They're like, hey, we were going to use that. So I throw the Ice Tunnel. so that next turn I can start kicking these Bloodchief Thirsts, which means we throw the Roosted Drakes and just hope that our opponent doesn't have Binding the Old Gods in their deck. What do they got for us? They have shown us this 3 times. They might sacrifice one of these to go get something from their sideboard to kill the Roost. We're taking 2 for sure, I know that. There's the Deadly Dispute. I almost guarantee you they get the green. There it is, Containment. That be the one. So I need another Roost of... Oh, wow. Village Righting the Shambling... They want to throw, like, Lolth next turn or something, huh? If they do that, they can't Containment Breach. Now we can't... We'll throw this out. Which is very unfortunate for us that there's nothing for us to, like, Bloodchief Thirst or anything now. So we're going to Skyclave. And then we're going to Skyclave again. They take their turn to kill the Drake, the Roost, then they kill the Roost. There's only so much we could do about it. In fact, there's nothing we can do about it. You're gonna kill it, right? There it is. Containment Breach. And they get a 1/1 out of it. Gotta love it. Feels good. We have Bloodchief Thirst, so we're fine. I think we're good. Roost! 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 That was amazing. So we're going to throw the Roost. I'm going to waste a Bloodchief Thirst because this deck doesn't run a lot of stuff we really need to do it against anyways. Get in for 6, take him down to 15, end the turn. Now if they throw Skeleton Swarm or Swarming or whatever, I think we can outrace them. Okay. So, Grackmaw enters the battlefield with 3/+1 whenever another creature you control dies. If it had +1 counters on it, put a +1/+1 counter on Grackmaw. When Grackmaw dies, create an XX black... Oh, there's the binding. Are you kidding me? Okay, so we're not going to get any 2/2s, but we are going to kill Grackmaw. Oops, I shouldn't have thrown that. That was actually a mistake. So we're going to swing in with both. Because if I kill it, now that way I can kill the token. Okay. Now we'll kill the token for 1 black. I should have saved my land and played the 3/1 again. 100% and a misplay. So we had a 2-turn clock that we turned into a 4-turn clock out of that misplay. Yep. Okay. A little 5/4 out of nowhere. So, let's draw a card. Let's go ahead and... Oh, wait. I want to speed this clock up, right? But I can't... Yeah, I could kill that and throw this. I'm just not kicking it. This is just weird. I need to draw. Bounce that, make them spend a whole turn again. They're going to sacrifice it and draw? Village Rights. Woo! I still get... No, I do not get to draw now. We'll come in for 3 and end the turn. We still have the Bloodchief Thirst and the Seagate Stormcaller, so... I should have tried to Bloodchief it, I guess. Blood on the Snow. Okay, they Blood on the Snow for a 3/1. That's pretty strong for... I mean, they're going to bring out something, so they get their Bayou Groff back. And a Shambling Gas. 1, 2. Okay. So we'll throw that out tapped. And then we'll throw out 1 Skyclave Shade. 2 Skyclave Shade. Bloodchief Thirst. the Groff. Hope they don't have another Blood on the Snow. We do have a Hive Tyrant that gets through. There's an Eye Twitch. They can double block, but we do have... Yeah, we'll see. So we'll throw you out, activate you. I'll attack with everything. I keep doing that where I shouldn't be throwing land. What do we not want coming back? I guess we'll get rid of the Bayou Groff. They have to either take the Hive, or yeah, there we go. So they're just gonna block those. I can't believe I forgot again to not throw that land. That was just dumb. They get in their sideboard. They're gonna get a Mascot Exhibition. Ha. End the turn. Save this just in case. That's gonna seal our doom, I have a feeling. But they can't really attack. Okay. Send the turn. I should have maybe thrown the land, but it doesn't matter. See what they do. Swing with one. Okay, they're racing. Take us down to 9. They have a removal in their hand then? No, it's an Eye Twitch. It can't block us. They have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on the board. So take the turn. Okay. Throw this out. So this is what? 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8, 9. I have 8. So I think I'm going to Skyclave Shade. How do I want to do this? They don't have any creature lands. I can win next turn. We throw this out unkicked. Okay. If I throw this kick, that's 5 mana. I have 6 mana left. I don't want to do that. So I want to throw this out unkicked. I have to throw the Stormgate Seacaller because I need more creatures out here. So I can block with one. And then we'll into the Royal, the 4/4, and the 3/2. Ooh, what did they draw? Shambling Gas. Okay, okay. We're at 9. If they attack, they're in trouble. Ooh. Okay, I can throw this and still fire up. This costs 4 plus itself is 5. And this is, yeah, so that will leave me 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, yes. So I'll throw that. Find ourselves something. It's a Seagate. Activate the Hive Tyrant. They can't swing back and kill us, so I go with everything. Let's get rid of their Guacma. Swing in with the team. Okay, that blocks our Seagate. Skyclave going down. Eye Twitch going down. Boom. Team's down. Do they have another one in their graveyard? Or in their sideboard? Do they have another one? Do they have another one? No, they don't. No, they don't. Only one. We got through one. If it's the only creature, we'll just swing with just the Hive Mind and we win. There's the introduction to Prophecy. Scry 2, draw a card. Ooh, this is scary. Two to the top. Draw a card. Gonna be removal. Deadly Dispute. Oh, this is getting close. They have a lot of mana still. They sacrifice the treasure. Village Rites. They're digging. They get another 3/3. They're looking for an Eye Twitch. They're looking for Shambling Gas. They're looking for anything. Binding. I think that's game. Take it out. That's game. Woo! That is game. I twitch. You're gone. Woo! Oh, good game. Woo! Hello. We'll go with Murph. We go first. We have 2 lands, Hive Tyrant and an Ice Tunnel, a Roost, 2 into the Royals, Bloodchief Thirst, Village Rites. It's very awkward, but I mean, we have bounce and removal for early game. Keep it, and we'll go with an Ice Tunnel. Seagate Stormcaller. So we'll throw out the Roost of Drakes untapped. Or untapped. Unkicked. I mean, we might have to throw a Stormgate Seacaller out there just to have a creature. Something in Foretell. Hey, there's a land. They're not doing anything, and we have a horrible hand. So I'm actually going to throw this unkicked. And then we're going to Village Rites, the Seagate. And draw a bunch of cards. There we go. There we go. Some eye twitches. Corralhem Chronicler. So, let's see. What are we doing here? We'll throw the land out tapped. And let's throw some eye twitches out there. Let's get into that sideboard. The first one, they must have had their finger on the button, because there was no hold. It just went. Whoop, whoop. They're not sure about that second eye twitch. They don't like it. But it's there. Okay. What you got, Murph? What is that? Poison the Cup. Behold the Multiverse saw it coming. Alrund's Epiphany. Ooh, we like it when the opponent misses a land drop. Well, they're probably going to counter this. We'll see. Who knows? But what else are we going to do? Let's throw the Coralhelm Chronicler. If we're wasting their saw it coming with that, that's perfect. Okay, we didn't. They didn't buy into it. We're going to grab the other Roost. We're not going to cast it this turn. We're going to go next. We're going to swing in for these big old 2 points here. And the turn. Yeah. If they throw something, next turn we can Roost for 1. Oh, the Baleful. Okay. I'll draw a card. Thank you. Ooh, hey, look. We replace it. But yeah, if they tap out, we'll throw another Roost of the Drakes, kicked. And if they throw something on the board they're worried about, we throw this for 1, and then we royal it with kick, and we get 2 2/2s. If they're running board wipe, okay, so now we're free to go. We're free. Now if they start running board wipes, we don't care. So we're throwing the Roost, well, no, we just throw it kicked. Because I don't have anything else to throw this turn. And then we just go ahead and get in. Next turn, if they don't do anything, we can just start going in with the Hive of the Eye Tyrant. One of them at least. We got 2 of them. There we go. Okay, everybody, we definitely did kick some stuff, that is for sure, and I would say that this is, you know, it's tier 2 at the moment, but it's a fun tier 2. It's definitely not tier 1. I don't think it's tier 3 either. It's a solid deck, but what would we do a little different? So the only change I made from the original version of the deck that I found on Twitter, I might have changed something in the sideboard, I can't remember, but I definitely know that I decreased the Skyclave Shade by 1, and I added 1 more Jace. It had 4 of these, 2 of these, I think Jace is so strong in the deck that I did add the third, and you don't really need multiple Skyclaves. If you get 2 on the battlefield, that's fun and all. You can keep recasting them, but I just had too many games where I was drawing a third one, and you just don't need that many because they do keep coming back. So, other than that, I can't really find anything really to change in the deck. It's super solid. I mean, you really don't want to add any more creatures. There are some kicked creatures you can do, but you really want to be able to take advantage of the Seagate Stormcaller. So I don't want to add any of the creatures other than what we already have in the deck with the Eye Twitch, the Seagate, and the Skyclave Shade. There's no really... Oh, and the Coral Helm Chronicler, because it just fits in way too well with the deck. And everything else that's 2 mana or less that would actually fit in the deck to help out with the Seagate Stormcaller isn't all that great. So whoever built it did an amazing job as it is. I have nothing to really change. As far as crafting goes, if you don't own the cards for this deck already and you don't just have tons of wild cards to blow, just be careful. This Coral Helm Chronicler is definitely not something I suggest you go crafting. What else do we got? Seagate Stormcallers, those are expensive, 4 of those, and they're not getting played in a whole lot of decks. Skyclave Shades, if you like playing black, isn't a horrible craft. Jace the Mirror Mage, once again, that's 3 mythic wildcards you'd have to spend there, so that's a little expensive. Lands are always safe, in my opinion, of course. Mascot's safe. Confront the Past is safe. Teach any lesson, at least have one of it, is pretty safe. So just keep that in mind before you craft the deck. Don't go blowing all your wild cards just to try out a deck like this, but if you have them, I think you will love it. Leave a comment down below letting us know exactly what you thought of this deck, if you made any changes, if there's anything you would like to see in the future. We will definitely do that. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And as always, until next time, have a blast in the arena.